Begin transmission. This is Dungeon Radio Hour.
Hello and welcome, adventurers, to Dungeon Radio Hour, an actual play D&D comedy podcast where looting the bodies is a privilege and not a right. As always, I'm your host and dungeon master, Dalton Rusher-Riddle, joined once again by our ragtag band of would-be heroes. Introduce yourself, heroes.
I'm Michael Adair.
I'm Alissa Adair.
And I'm Andrew Gerline.
So, I want to share something with the three of you. And it's not something new that has happened in my life. It's something that has been a constant since I was probably, 12, 13. And it always makes me chuckle. Like, your parents are the ones that you go to when you don't know things, right? Like, you go and you ask mom how you do this, or you go and you ask dad. Okay, Andrew's shaking his head at me.
Well,
for me, when I had questions about things, I would always go and I would ask my mom. Everybody knows I'm a mama's boy. She was my go-to when I needed the answer to something that I had no idea what it was. And instead of giving me like sage wisdom advice and things that she has learned over her decades of life, she would always tell me just to Google it.
Mm-hmm.
That's good advice.
That's her wisdom.
It doesn't matter what it was. It would always just be, just Google it. Just Google it. Just Google it. I'm like, that is the easy way out, Mom, to not actually... She did it to me again today. I can't even remember what I asked her. But she was like, oh, just Google it. I'm like, okay, this is great parenting.
It was like, Mom, do you love me? Something like that.
Let's Google
It was probably, yeah, let's Google it. Let's Google it and find out.
Google what no is in Spanish, and that's the answer.
Yeah.
But I don't mean to bring this up as a just like off the topic or off the top of my head conversation. It leads into the intro, which is, speaking of Google, what are your last 5 Google history searches?
Oh, this is going to get into
Dalton.
dicey territory. I'll tell you already.
Don't.
Wait a second.
This is probably one of the spiciest topics that we can do without veering too far into NSFW.
You don't know that yet.
That's true. That's true. It probably is. With Mike's history, it's probably going to go very NSFW. Look at it now.
Immediately.
You all
can't
I'm
see
trying
this,
to
but
edit
he's clearing his
I'm
search
trying to
history.
just Google math, Bible verses. I'm just trying to
Quickly update that list. Yeah.
Continue. We'll see what we get into.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. What if I use incognito mode?
Ooh.
No, I don't.
If you're smart, you do
Dang
it.
it, that would have helped.
If
That
you're
would have helped
smart,
in this
you do it.
situation.
It would have, but
No.
that's not where we're at right now. Andrew, thank you for volunteering to go first.
Okay. Are we doing these like one and then the next person does one, or do you want to do all
No. 5? Give me all 5. They tell a
Okay.
story.
All right.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
All 5.
Okay.
Give us all 5.
Number 1, most recent. Does Drano actually hurt pipes? And the reason I Googled this is because our tub
Such a
is
homeowner.
draining very slowly, and the tub stopper that I need to pull off so that I can snake the drain is also stuck. I'm like, what do I do other than pour a liquid down there? So I wanted to know if it actually hurts pipes.
Doesn't it?
Right.
It doesn't. It depends on the type of pipe, but go ahead.
Right, exactly. It's caustic, so
I've Googled it as well.
it dissolves like biological material and not metal or things like that, but it can dissolve
a body.
a body. You just pour Drano on a body.
do
Okay.
it.
Cool.
No, it can melt like the glue. You eat through like the glue between pipe sections. It can eat through like PVC and all that shit. But the main reason plumbers say not to is because most homeowners don't own up to it. So when a plumber arrives, they're putting their skin in your drain and they get chemical burns. So they would just rather you don't use it, and also causes issues.
Fair
Actually,
enough.
the plumbers don't want you to use it because it's too good. And then that takes their
It
jobs
works every
away.
time.
That's actually a theory that came up.
I mean, I feel, yeah.
It's like it's in
puts
the
them out of a
plumber's best
job.
interest to say it doesn't work, But there's actually, there's obviously proof of it damaging pipes. Anyway, the Google search number 2. This makes me sound so stupid. Arbor. Here it is. Arbor versus harbor. I know they're different words that mean different things, but I was thinking of the city Ann Arbor, and I thought, people up north, they probably say harbor weird. That's probably Ann Harbor, So I was like, what is an arbor? Of course, arbory is a tree-based thing, and I realize that now.
Like Arbor Day.
Like Arbor Day.
Like Arbor Day.
Or is Arbor Day about harbors? I don't know. I had to Google it.
I'm getting such
now I don't
an
know.
insight into your mind, Andrew.
I know.
What did the results say? What did you learn?
Oh, I immediately realized, it's obviously arbor, arbory. That's the etymology of that word. So it has nothing to do with water, everything to do with trees. And I was like, okay. It's not just people saying things weirdly.
It's just the English language that's being stupid.
Yeah, parked my boat in Ann Arbor. or whatever.
Something like that.
Something like that. Okay. Google number 3. This is something I hope is true. I heard that Christopher Nolan might direct James Bond. I heard that he is going to helm the reboot, and they are going to have him write and direct 2 movies. They're going to reset it back in the 1950s like the original was set and made. And I just think Chris Nolan's amazing, and I think he'd do a really good job. I hope it's true. It's still just a rumor. And
just a rumor.
Google number 4. This one is something I saw advertised on Instagram, so I had to find out if it was true. Did you guys know that KFC makes a log that you put in your fireplace?
Yes.
And it is infused with the 11
chicken.
herbs and spices.
No.
They sell them one log per box.
Yes.
I need to know how you wrote out that search, though. What were your exact words?
What?
I just looked up KFC fire log.
Nice. Okay.
And it's really, you can buy it on Amazon. It's actually got decent reviews. So I'm going to surprise my parents when I show up for Christmas with a couple of those bags.
Wow, with a KFC log.
Yeah, for
I like
sure.
it. I like it.
Delicious.
And my final Google search, this is a little... Pizza Hut's new... hold on, what are these fucking things called? Because at first I just Googled Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's new melts. Okay, we saw an ad. Pizza Hut has these things called melts, and they're like a quesadilla meets a taco meets a pizza. It's like quesadilla with a super crispy pizza crust outside. You dip it in the sauce. It's amazing. Like $7. We
got
got
a mini
them.
pizza just folded in half.
Yeah,
Papa John's was doing it too. I think they did it before. It was called Papadias.
They're pretty good. They're like $7, and I'd get them again. So
and you got one? The Google search convinced you?
The Google search convinced me, and that's actually it led to me ordering through
Power of Google. Mm-hmm.
Look what a good little loyal consumer you are, Andrew. Yeah. Just following whatever Google tells you to eat, you'll eat it, huh?
I did.
Piggy.
The ad worked.
Huh, you little piggy.
Yeah.
Do a couple more for me, piggy.
No.
I do. Can I have another one if I do the piggy?
Yeah, I do. No, that sounds delicious.
This took such a strange turn.
We know Andrew so well now.
You know what? I'll go ahead and go if nobody wants to fall on this grenade. All right, so my first Google search.
Alyssa, plug your ears.
I'm looking away. I know that doesn't help any, but I'm looking away.
Oh, God, Mike, you don't have to show us. Oh, jeez.
I'm not showing you. It's all private.
So that's what they look like.
You know full well what they look like. Don't look at it beforehand. All right. Can you get Tyrant in Pokemon Sword?
That's a solid question. That's a solid Google search.
Can you? Yes or no?
Yes. I like the Pokemon. I wanted to know. Google told me. Yes, you can.
I have a feeling now that all of them are going to be Pokemon related. This was on your Pokemon binge, and you're just like, what about this? What about this? What about this?
No.
Probably so.
All right. My next one was Glastrier or Spectrier. Which is best? Those are both Pokemon. So
that's also a Pokemon Google search.
Good guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good guess. There were a couple Pokemon ones in there. My third one is Sicko Mode. What is the meaning of Sicko Mode? Sicko Mode. It's like another way of saying Beast Mode. I guess it's like a Travis Scott song too or something. Okay. And I don't listen to his music.
Where'd you hear it?
I saw it online on the internet. Matty Matheson had he had a plate of food in front of him, and he's on a diet, and it was broiled skinned salmon and sweet potato mash.
Sicko mode on
and he
this
said,
food.
"This salmon is sicko mode." And I was like, "How is it sicko mode though, Matty?" And so I Googled it. And now I know what the children are saying these days.
So,
sicko mode, it's
Is it
beast
good
mode.
or bad?
It's good.
It's good. Sicko mode
So
is good.
sicko mode is like, this salmon is good.
Yes. Yeah, so now we all learned something.
Honestly, like the more new lingo I hear, it makes me feel so old. I heard someone say "you're so skibbity," and I'm like, "What the hell is that? What does that mean?"
When I talk to my brother, I'm like, what? The words that he uses or the lack of words that he uses. Like the other day, he was talking about this girl that he was interested in pursuing, that he wanted to talk to, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go rizz her up," and I'm like, "You're gonna go what?"
that
And you didn't know whether to call the police or not.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go rizz her up." And I'm like, "What does rizz mean?" He was like, "Charisma. I'm gonna go be
Oh,
smooth
yeah, I
and
have
talk
heard
game
that.
to
What
her."
it means.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What?"
I feel like they have so much more lingo than we did. Do you think it's
Oh,
because social
100%.
media just makes it spread like wildfire now?
probably.
Yeah,
for
Yeah.
sure. For
It's
sure.
like constantly changing, and now like I feel like there was like one tunnel of culture for so long. Like everybody was watching the same sitcoms every Monday night or whatever.
Yeah.
We were all doing the same things, but now we have these just different branching interests. And now like there's YouTube videos to reference and like Twitch streamers and all of this shit. Anything can become a meme. Anything can become slang overnight. And it's just changing and evolving like rapidly.
Yeah.
Because now there's so much influence.
No, 100%. Most of what we would all say as slang just came from TV shows slang, and then we would take that on.
Or
Yeah,
rap
like
or
word of
whatever.
mouth
Yeah.
too. Like I would hear jokes. Like I lived in Germany, so I spent all the way to third grade in Germany, and I came back to America hearing some of the same jokes that I heard at school. You know, that kids would tell. I'm like, how did this travel the ocean before the
Wild.
internet?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the internet was around, but it wasn't like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
but still,
yeah,
not
that is
enough to
true.
do that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, so my next one is, what does the word siege mean? Just a Google accurate definition of siege. Go ahead, anybody.
Like SIEGE?
Yes, don't type it in.
I would think you are taking a stronghold of some sort. You are
Yeah, an
like
bringing
attack.
in troops or
You're
equipment
attacking
to
or
attack
you're-
their
Yeah.
bit of
Right.
structure.
Right. So we understand it in like an archaic military sort of like that's like the definition. That's the context
Something
surrounding
about
it.
taking, I
right.
feel like.
So what it is a military operation in which enemy forces surround a town or building, cutting off essential supplies. So it's more about starving the enemy out, right? With the aim of compelling the surrender of those inside.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because the
Okay.
siege
Totally
can go
what I
on for
said.
months. You know, you
Yeah.
hear about like
Yeah.
they'll camp down by the battlefield and they'll just be there until they die or win.
Well, the reason why I Googled that was because the search before that was when did the Jews take Israel originally? Mm-hmm. You know, in like recent history, not like when they had it like thousands of years ago.
Right.
And I had no idea because it seems so strange. Like these are European Jews. They took over a country in the Middle East. Why did that happen? When did that happen? Right? I
Yeah.
was trying to understand like the deeper context of like the Israel-Palestine conflict, and like I just don't know enough about it because you know we're Americans. We weren't taught that in fucking
Yeah.
AP Gov or whatever. We were just taught U.S. history.
And some of us were only taught about Arkansas in U.S. history. So there's that too.
And that's it.
That was it.
You just went over
It's
one
all
state.
it's all-
All right, Dalton, let's hear your searches.
Yeah. So my most recent Google search is how to look up Google search on your iPhone. So that I could.
These are all
that
opening
shouldn't
windows
count.
into our brains. And this is
Actually
just
true. Yeah.
this is very on point. How do I do the task? Yeah.
Okay, well, I have an Android like the fucking poor scum I am. So I just click on the Google bar on my home screen, and then it shows me.
Yeah, so I can't do that. So on an iPhone, you open up whatever search engine you use, and then you click the bookmarks tab back, like down at the bottom. Even if you haven't bookmarked the page, it keeps all of your search history there. Didn't know that until I decided that we were going to do this for the opener. So there you go.
That is hilarious.
So My second Google search was actually from this morning. It was a movement from work. We were doing pinned lay rows, and I wanted to go over the cues for the movement so that I could cue it correctly during class. And what the biggest difference between a pinned lay row and a barbell row would be, so that if anybody had questions, I could clearly and concisely ask them. Mine are going to be boring. I'm sorry. It's going to be the gym, and it's going to be DIY.
But that's your
who
brain,
you are.
and we gotta respect it.
This is raw. This is real. You're only getting this kind of content from Dungeon Radio Hour. Okay? We're not editing ourselves. Our heart are on our sleeves, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my next one is peel and stick shiplap versus just actual like pieces of paneling, like pros and cons. What
Now we're
looks better?
getting
What's
into
going to hold
gay
up
stuff.
more?
Now we're getting into gay stuff. I see where we're headed.
Is there moisture in the room?
So and like most peel and stick is more of a wallpaper. Some of it's textured. We don't want that kind of look, so we're probably going to go with the paneling. And then the Google search after that was like, do we glue it to the wall? Do we use finishing nails to attach it to the wall? What's going to give it the best finish? Or what's going to give it the best look?
Man, you and Andrew just bragging about owning homes.
Dude, you're going to be Googling
Can I use
so
Drano?
much shit.
What is shiplap? Such adults.
Sorry,
Gross.
I'm sorry. My next one, this is fun. So, Cody and I usually spend our evenings partaking in sour candy gummies, and we were watching Medea's Family Reunion. I've never seen any of the Medea movies, but every once in a while, Cody's like, "Oh, let's watch this," and he frames it as a comedy. He tells me that it's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
That shit is depressing.
It's not funny?
No, there's
like there are humorous moments.
Yeah.
But it is depressing.
Is it because Tyler Perry he takes it so real? He plays it so real?
No.
Or is that...
No.
I like your laugh. No.
I thought he was like being ironic. I thought he was being funny.
Because I thought he was playing like a caricature, and I would think that'd be funny, but it's not funny?
Here's the thing. The plot of every Medea movie is she is the aunt of someone who's being beat by their husband.
Yeah. They're totally so off. It's like one moment they're like a woman is crying because she's in this abusive relationship with her husband, and then she flees to like her grandmother or aunt's house, and then the next moment it's like, you know, the fart scene, blah blah blah. You know, it's just so weird and dissonant, the tone they've tried to strike. They're trying to fit a bunch of different movies into one movie.
The search history that came out of Medea's Family Reunion is we were watching this, and I'm like, this actress that was playing the sister, I think, looks so familiar. Where do I recognize her from? And then it hit me, oh, she looks like Princess Ada from A Bug's Life. So then I Googled...
She looks like...
So then I Googled Princess
the cartoon.
Ada.
The ant?
And
The old
What?
lady ant?
So then I Googled Princess Ada, and I did a side-by-side to show Cody so he could see what I was talking about. And it's not that it's not that she looked like Princess Ada. It
It's
was
like
like
her-
the energy
her eyes
that
or
she was
something?
giving.
It was the
Yeah, it was her
vibes.
eyes and the energy that she was giving. Like, this is giving Princess Ada.
Yeah.
Sure. I was so expecting
this is
you
a
to...
real insight into Dalton.
I
right
was
now.
really expecting you to say that you you thought maybe she was the voice of the character.
No. This
No.
is how Dalton's mind works.
I love
He's
it. You
Sitting
thought an
down,
ant looked
he's
like
eating
him. Yeah.
like 50 milligrams worth of sour gummies, whatever, and he's just like, "No, Cody, look at this from A Bug's Life, right? From A Bug's Life. These movies are bad, by the way, but yeah, she does look like that from The Bug's Life."
Oh my god.
I love it. You're just a grown child. Just a fucking man child with developed quads.
Yep.
I really am. I really am. And then my last Google search was, can you put human scar cream on a dog? And the reason why...
Probably,
I mean, you
yes.
can.
Well, you can, but you shouldn't. They make specific stuff for that, and the reason why is Tank is recovering from surgery. He's got like 14 staples in his back leg, and it's probably going to be a pretty gnarly scar. So we wanted to see if there was anything that we could do to mitigate
Make
that.
him look not so gross.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
it.
You can put like the Benadryl creams or the anti-itch ones. Those ones you can put on dogs.
Yeah.
I've had to use that before, and I had a vet approve it. They're like, just get the topical cream.
Yeah, that's
for
right.
$2.
Yeah.
We're vets. Take our advice.
Yeah. Listen to us.
We've
medicine to your
Googled it
dogs
enough
based on
that
what we say.
we know. Just not chocolate.
Yeah, we're following Dalton's mama, and we're Googling it.
We're
And
Google
Googling
it.
it.
Google
We're
it.
Googling it, and now we know more about the Israelis, and we know about
Shiplap?
Tyler Perry movies. and what did you
Alyssa?
Google?
What'd you Google, Alyssa?
Oh, I don't want to do mine.
Yeah,
Why?
You gotta do it
yours.
now.
Are you the one that has the Japanese tentacle porn?
Oh, actually,
No,
I could see it.
No. The reason is because it's so embarrassing. Mine's just gonna. I'm gonna just tell you because it will prove that I just cheated at Wordle.
Yeah.
Incriminating yourself.
Well, because it'll be incredibly
Does
obvious.
anyone who listens play with you?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
And now
Heard it
this
here
friend
first.
knows that you are a lie and a cheat and a big old nerd.
And in order, it is what I search for: Wordle website, and then Arvor, meaning Arvor, then Ardor, meaning Ardor, trying to figure out if these are words or not. And then finally, I just Googled Wordle today answer.
Oh, that's cheating. Yeah, that part.
That's a story.
That
You're
part's
testing
cheating.
your
Yeah.
own vocabulary. To me, that was borderline. The solution, though, is cheating.
In my defense, the answer was ardor, Ardor, which I have never heard that word ever.
It's like Arbor Harbor. It gets harder as you touch it.
And what's funny is arbor was one of my guesses.
I didn't like that.
That actually was one of my guesses. But anyway, ardor basically just means like enthusiasm or passion. So it's basically the same as adore or like fervor. Like that's what ardor means. And I'm like, well, then just use the other words.
You don't like
Stupid
it when you have to
Google.
learn a new word.
I don't like it.
I get
There's
it.
too many.
Did you know what siege meant?
And then finally, my last search was, I did know what siege meant.
Well, we all had a kind of a rough idea. We had all the kind of same rough idea. Go ahead, keep
And
going.
then my next one was a selfish one, which was Google Podcasts Dungeon Radio Hour. So
Hey,
I
what'd you
wanted to see
find?
how the Google Podcasts was doing. It's fine.
You're sick.
It's fine.
I think most people are more of a iTunes
You're
or
obsessed.
Spotify
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
listener.
no, they-
but if
they
you're
definitely
listening,
are.
if you're listening on Google Podcasts, thank you. I see you. I hear you.
Through your
And I
phone.
love you.
Through the
I see you.
camera.
You're a minority, but we appreciate you all the same.
And just as a bonus, because a lot of them were the same thing, I also Googled SAG not allowing Halloween costumes. Apparently, SAG put out a thing saying, hey, if you wear a Halloween costume of like your favorite character, you're promoting that production company and you're doing free
Yeah.
publicity. And then a lot of really big actors responded to that with,
Yeah, nobody took
Officially.
it seriously. But everybody was just kind of... I think it just... That came out of SAG just being tired of the bullshit. Like, they should have reached a conclusion similar to what, the Writers Guild did pretty quickly after the Writers Guild ended their strike. But they're just not giving because it means there's so many more actors employed than writers, right?
Yeah.
And they don't want to give that kind of money. But anyway, this is all cut. Alyssa... Alyssa, those were some wacky Google searches.
Oh my
You're a
God.
cheat and a liar. And now you know. My wife is a cheat and a liar and never
secret's
play
out.
Wordle with her again.
I resorted
Ever.
to Google to find out the
You
stupid
did.
word ardor.
You did.
Probably not even saying it right. Don't care to learn. Never going to use that word out of spite.
Let's all say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ardor.
No.
Last time on Dungeon Radio Hour.
Elevator finally comes to a rest with a very soft thud. 6 large portraits, and it's the same older man depicted on each and every one of these paintings. And Alyssa, you have discovered a library. You're also finding books about Earth.
You think somebody is studying us?
You, me, Alyssa, Dalton, us.
This was written by the Mad Mage.
It goes into heavy detail on how to open up portals to other worlds as you step into the center of this ring, start to glow bright white.
Mike, what
Mike
did you...
is gone. And mid-sentence, Andrew disappears. Last time we left off, you entered into the Undermountain, down about 22 floors by using this rickety old elevator. You began to explore and you found this weird upside-down library. You found a book of spells that seemed to belong to the original Mad Mage, and it also had some pretty detailed instruction on how to open portals into other realms and into other worlds. You saw that the giant portal above Waterdeep, the lightning and magical energy was being conducted by these copper pillars and redirected throughout the rest of the tower. And then as we left off, Andrew and Mike teleported into a circle of runes, leaving Alissa on one plane and Mike and Andrew on another.
Guys, where are you? Hello?
You know, Mike,
Andrew. Guys.
it would be so easy
Yeah,
for us
dude.
to just poke our heads back through these runes. Say,
Hey.
hey, Alyssa, come on. We've been standing here for 2 weeks between episodes.
Not funny anymore.
Right.
I'm
But
thinking,
you know what?
Yeah.
If she wanted to be here, I feel like she'd be here.
Don't like it.
Do you think this is her way of, like, divorcing you?
I don't know, man. I've always wondered if that was coming, but
Yeah.
no, I don't think she'd do it like this. Honestly, I think she just needs some her time.
Mike, you know I don't
There's
like
a lot
pranks.
of masculine energy around here. and
Don't like pranks.
That makes a
probably
lot of
just enjoyed
sense.
being by herself.
Mostly from you. I'm not the most
I will put my
masculine.
foot down.
But you know what? That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
That's okay.
And then
it's all social.
You're gonna come out.
It's okay, dude. I like how smooth you are.
I'm gonna
Thank
see
you.
how stupid
Not a
all
lot of
this
hair.
was.
Have you seen even my forearms? They're pretty bare. Chest?
All
no.
right.
I've seen it all, dude.
Yeah,
There's
you've
not a
seen
lot
it
of hair
all. Yeah,
anywhere.
you have. Yeah, you
One,
have. You know what we could do?
we're friends.
Two.
Instead of poking our heads through, because that sounds like a lot of work, we write a note, we flick
Three.
it onto the rune circle, and it should go
Okay.
through, and she should see the note.
Okay.
And then she'll read
Paper
it.
airplane through the rune circle. Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to write on the note?
First of all, we should probably say, "Hi, Alyssa. This is Mike and
Yeah.
Andrew," so she knows
That's
it's
a
from
good.
us.
Yeah, that's a good start. Hi.
Okay. Do you have paper?
No.
All right, let's go back to the rune.
Okay.
We get on all fours. We just poke our heads through. Just
Mike
our
and
heads.
Andrew, you enter back into, or you put your heads back into the circle of the runes there on the floor, and they light up with this white magical energy. And then Alyssa, you watch as both Mike and Andrew's heads pop back into existence on the same plane that you are currently on.
Mike, let's fuck. Michael. Yeah, Mike, let's fuck with her. Oh God, Alyssa, don't step through this.
Oh, Alyssa, we're just heads. Oh!
Mike, I was saying I don't like pranks. Did you not just hear me?
dying for being just a head.
You're talking just fine. You're not
All
dead.
right, all right.
All
no,
right,
you're
we're
right.
not heads.
You got us.
We got
No,
bodies
everything's
down there.
fine. Our bodies are on the other side. Come on through here, you old so-and-so.
Right, stupid. I always have to do what Mike wants to do. I just walk through on Grumble.
Alyssa begrudgingly walks through the portal, and all of the runes light up with that brilliant white again. And then pop! All three of you are back on the same plane of existence. As you enter into this room, like I described to Mike and Andrew earlier, it is set up the same way that first original room was, but as you walk out the doors, they lead to somewhere new. You walk down a hallway and it tees off to both the left and the right, with the hallways also continuing forward, giving you three different options here to travel.
Wait, so you guys are just basically chilling in the same room? This
it's
is what you needed to show me.
Different. Okay, but now we think since it's a new plane, maybe this is the new way to go. Step through the runes, then you continue on.
Okay, no, I see what you're saying. You make a good point. Why this, like, parallel universe?
Yeah, it is. It's
So we know there's both alternate universes, like there's different worlds, our world, this world, but then there's also worlds that match this world just slightly.
Dalton, I want to look at the ground. I want to see if there's a particular way, either forward, left, or right, which happens to be more worn down than the other directions.
Okay, cool. Give me an investigation check.
19.
Oh, okay. You can tell that it's not necessarily more worn down, but the dust that covers the stone floor looks more disturbed going off towards the left than it does going towards the center or the right.
I get down the ground and I say, guys, check out this dust. I'm thinking,
It's good dust.
yeah, I'm getting a dust sense.
Mostly skin, I hear, is what this stuff is.
Ugh.
Dust.
Dust or toilet. You know what it is? Also toilet paper. fuzz.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Like, it's gross. You breathe that in when you're in the bathroom.
Don't breathe that in. Ugh.
Look, this dust here, it's all walked over.
Yep.
Somebody's cloak dragged some dust recently. The other ways are all caked with dust. This way's got a thinner layer. I'm thinking someone uses the left way when they like to go to the next place that we're going.
All right, I will go left if I never have to hear about dust again.
Also, skin mites.
No,
Is that
don't
part of
follow
it?
me!
Eyelashes,
I
too.
No.
Yeah, they're all over your eyelashes. Just I just wanted to remind everybody, microscopic.
I'm going left.
All right, let's go
We
left.
go left.
About to vomit.
As you all make your way left, you come up to a heavy set of wooden double doors. Do you proceed?
Kick him.
We
No, I'm kidding.
do,
Oh, yeah,
kind
Alyssa.
of. Actually, hold on, wait a second. This seems like a trap. Guess what I do? I do a spell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, Mike spell noise.
You know what,
and-
Mike? I always love that you tell us you're about to do a spell.
I appreciate the warning. I'm easy to startle, so if I know a big, loud magic sound's coming, I'm a
Yeah.
lot more calm.
Yeah, I know. You're a little jittery, and that's
I'm
okay.
so sorry. Have I been scaring you with my spells?
Ah! Sorry. No. Not usually, but
I've been scaring
Not
you with my
usually.
spells.
So I'm doing a spell. I'm doing a spell, and the spell is called clairvoyance. And I make a big eyeball in the sky. My little eyeball guy. Remember that from a couple episodes ago? I think I did this.
I do.
An eyeball forms. And there's a hum around it, and he's just hovering in the air. And I'm like, eyeball, go through these doors and see what's there, because I'm scared.
Are you doing sight or hearing? Sight?
Sight, please.
Okay, cool. So you send your eyeball of magical light forward, and it passes through the doors. And once inside, you get a layout of the room, and it looks like a display room or an armory of sorts. But there are weapons, and there are cloaks, and there are staves, and there are trinkets, and jewelry, and books, and tomes, all kind of put up on display, almost like a trophy room of sorts.
Mike, do you see anyone?
No.
Kicks down door.
Okay. Hey, that was quick.
Alyssa, give me an athletics check.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. 10?
Yikes.
You are able to kick the doors open after Mike gives you the cue. However, your heel kind of slips as it makes contact, and it sends a shooting pain up through your knee. It doesn't cause any damage, but you're definitely going to be feeling it.
Hoo-ah! Ah! Ooh. That looked badass, right?
It
was really
looked
good,
really
man.
cool. That was
yeah,
wicked.
that was
You all right,
worth
though?
it. Yeah, no, what are you talking about?
Your
I'm
limp's
just
gonna be cool after this, I think.
hear people lean like this to look cool.
I heard
They
a
do.
crack when you kicked it. I don't think it was the door.
That was the door.
Okay.
Yeah?
That was the door. But anyway, I'm gonna walk behind you guys.
Okay.
For
Okay.
No reason.
Hey, if you need any first aid,
Who
Andrew
needs
knows how
first
to do
aid?
that stuff.
Dude,
Okay.
I'll try it. Remember that time
do
we
his
almost
best.
cut off your arm? I can cut off a bad leg if you hurt yourself.
He can pretty much cut off anything you want, and he may eat it because he has the taste for flesh, you know?
I do.
He has the taste for human flesh.
I've never eaten a friend before. I think a
Andrew,
friend
what
might
has this
taste
world
better.
done to you?
I don't know. I think it's unlocked things that were already there. And,
Deep down.
I believe it.
I thrive here. Yeah.
You do. I
don't-
think, yeah, this is your place.
I don't like that.
And these are our people right here. You, me, the eyeball,
And Alyssa.
Andrew, and Alyssa. Okay.
Not the eyeball.
So
No,
is
the
it
eyeballs.
safe? Alyssa, you
It's
kicked
safe.
down the door.
Oh yeah, she
Hello.
kicked it open. So basically, all that was on the other side is a bunch of stuff that we like: gold, jewelry, timeshares, potions, weapons, all
Timeshares.
kinds of shit.
Do we have to listen to the lecture?
Not this time. They're free,
yeah.
baby. So yeah, we
okay.
pretty much got a lot of good shit in here. What do I see on, say, the easternmost wall, Dalton?
Yeah. So you walk in, and as I described to Mike, for all three of you, you get the sense that this is like a trophy room. There are suits of armor, there are weapons, there are staves, there are books and tomes, there are jewelry and trinkets, but they are displayed. They're in cases, they're in like cabinets, they're hung up on racks. There are mannequins wearing these suits of armor. Like these have been painstakingly placed as a trophy room. And Mike, when you look over towards the eastern wall, you get an uneasy feeling because the armor on a mannequin on that eastern wall looks very familiar to you. And as you get closer, you realize it's the same armor worn by Arnold. And then when you look, you see his shield, you see his mace, and you see his cloak.
Guys, whoever wore this armor was basically totally jacking Arnold's style. Like the mace, the armor, they must have gone to the same outlet or something to get all of this stuff.
I thought
There's only one way to find out, and it's because when Arnold wasn't looking, I carved "I love you, buddy" in the back of his armor. Because I love him, I just wasn't ready to say it out loud. So I go and check the back. Dalton, does it say "I love"?
Is it there?
Arnold?
Yeah, so Andrew, when you go and you check the back of Arnold's armor, on the back of his breastplate, like right down towards the lower left-hand corner, you can see in this crudely etched marking into the metal, "I love you, buddy."
Oh no, guys! It's his armor. It's his armor.
It's our Arnold's armor?
Our Arnold's armor. It's just
Say
his
that
armor.
5 times fast.
Our Arnold's armor. Our
Arnold's
Arnold's
armor.
armor. Our Arnold's armor.
Arnold Plummer.
I don't know. I'm so thirsty and I'm so sad.
Oh God. Okay, so they probably killed him and took his armor. There was blood in that room. He was
No, they
his
didn't
armor's
kill him.
gone.
Don't go there, dude. If we go there, our minds are going to be fucked. We're not going to be ready for a battle. We're going to be too sad. They didn't kill Arnold. They just stripped him of his armor, and they probably took his blood in that room to see what blood type he was, see if he needed more blood or something, or some medicine or something.
Exactly. We don't know for sure. We are not going to jump to conclusions. This is just his armor and just his blood, but that doesn't mean anything.
No.
Okay.
He's probably fine.
I tell you what, though, I'm not going to let any fucking dirty thieves take Arnold's armor, or his mace, or all the other stuff that's over there.
Yeah, these are ours now.
I'm opening the bag of holding. I'm going to shove the suit of armor in there, and the shield, and his mace.
Okay, cool. So you open up the bag of holding, Santa's bag of holding, and you place inside Arnold's armor, his cloak, his mace, and his shield.
And you know what? Just to stick it to him, to really stick it to him for our friend Arnold, I think we should steal everything of value in this room.
I agree.
Right now.
For Arnold.
Andrew and I go over to the opposite wall, Dalton. What do we see?
So as you head over onto the opposite wall, you see that there are several weapon racks that are standing here with swords and halberds and spears, clubs, morning stars, and also staves. And as you look at each of the staves, there's one that catches your eye. It's long, slender, made of a black metal, and set at the top is a spider.
Mike,
Yeah?
unless this is a high fashion item in the land of Faerun, that staff belongs to Nesnar. Am I seeing things here?
No, I think you're right. Yeah, like his whole thing is spiders, right?
Yeah.
is spiders.
The black
And
spider.
here's what I think, you guys. This is Nesnar's staff. It's obviously some sort of magical, arcane focus for him. So I say we take it, we snap it the fucking half.
I like that. We keep the spider. Because that's the coolest
The
part.
spider's cool. I want to keep the spider on top.
I am totally down, do whatever you want, but I'm more concerned with the fact of why is it here? If this is Nesnar's place, why would he have his own staff? Wouldn't he need it?
Let me
Ooh,
ask
this
you
is his
this. When we're
house.
home, do you keep all your guns on you?
Sometimes, bro.
All the time?
Sometimes keep a few
In this
guns
land,
on me.
yes. Look at my legs right now. Strapped with daggers.
And
That's
let me
true.
tell
You
you,
wanna be
a
armed
lot
in
of
this
them are
world.
digging into the skin. And some of this looks infected.
I am just trying my best. You are really hounding me today.
I karate kick the staff. It's leaning against the wall, I karate kick it.
Well, it's not leaning against the wall. It's in like a weapons rack. But give me a athletics check.
Kicks the weapons rack.
I kick it. Athletics 15.
Cool. You kick the weapons rack, and it does land in the floor, sending the stabs and the halberds and the spears that are housed there scattered onto the stone.
I take all the staves and I break them one by one over my knee.
You're going to have to roll for every single one of them.
How many are there, bud?
There are 3.
Here we go, starting it off. Number 1.
These are all 3 spider staffs?
No, only one of them.
Oh! 21, baby.
You pick up a spear and you snap it over your knee like it is a twig that you pulled from the backyard.
I said
Aw, hell
staff.
yeah.
I don't want to break the spears necessarily, but okay. Next one.
Start with the spear.
Too late.
Boom.
Out of anger, you're doing it.
19.
Same thing. You pick up that halberd and with a crack, it snaps in half.
I am a god!
I wouldn't have trusted these to win a war. They're breaking so easily.
Nat 20! No
And
way.
finally, you pick up the black spider staff and you rake it across your knee, and with a satisfying crunch, it splinters into several small pieces and drops down to the floor. The black iron spider that sits atop of it making a thud as it clatters down.
I'm coursing with so much energy right now, guys.
Hell yeah!
I could do anything. I feel like I could do
If
anything.
you guys want to make out, I can leave.
Alyssa, while the 3 of you are standing there, your pendant starts to get warm and it begins to beep very rapidly.
Guys!
What is it?
My pendant, it's doing the beepy thing again. Dalton's close.
Oh, is your god calling you?
No, well maybe, but no. It's I had this set for Dalton. Remember when we were trying to find his location? It's. I think that's what it's doing. Okay, we gotta. I know you're really enjoying your spear breakings, but okay, no, follow me. Let's go. And I move through the next room.
Okay, so if you move through the next room, if you are leaving this room, the beeping starts to slow down.
Okay, just kidding. I'm back.
Oh, I
It's
wasn't
not-
going anyway. Dalton, just for the
didn't
record,
work.
I'm taking all the jewelry and gold around. all the jewelry and gold
well,
in mine.
I'm not going to describe each item in this room to you in great
Tell me
detail.
the aggregate value of all of the gold and jewels in this room.
Wait,
It
guys.
It is at least $1 American or more.
Damn it, Dalton. No, I'm not playing the Price is Right. Have me roll for taking the gold and jewels, please.
My bet, $1.
Give me a D100.
Oh my god. All right, actually, that's cool. I'll do it.
And I'll just do that one again.
What does it mean?
He got the zeros twice.
Is that
that
just
mean
a
he got
straight
100?
hundy?
Yeah, you are able to scrounge up 100 gold.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
guess what? Drinks on me after this, huh?
Yeah.
We'll go back to McDorwell's, knock back a few, or the piss bar.
Yeah.
No. I just thought, okay, so when I left and then I came back, but the beeping is really big right here, right? What if Dalton's here?
If Dalton were here,
But on
we'd
the other
see him.
plane.
Oh, the other plane. Okay.
What if this is the room? Okay, let's first test this theory out. Let me see if it gets faster or slower, because if it's gonna stay consistent here, then that means he is here. So
Okay.
I go around the edges of the room, Dalton, like towards different places, see where it
Cool.
gets better.
Yeah, Alyssa, you begin walking around the room and you start with the edges first, and it still stays a consistent beep as you walk around the edges, but it is significantly faster more towards the center of the room.
Right here in the center.
What if there's like some sort of lever or a book or like a sconce that we need to pull, and then like the floor will open up and Dalton will come out in like some sort of cage or something? What if he's like
below
underneath?
us? Yeah.
So as you are all searching for a lever or a false book or a button, something that would give you some kind of clue, Mike, you come to the center of the table where you have ransacked the jewelry and the necklaces and the gold, and you see that there is one display case that you missed the first time around, and sitting inside of this display case is a small gunmetal gray ring.
Guys, there's a piece of jewelry I haven't stolen. Don't worry, I got it.
No,
I elbowed the case.
Wait, I put my pendant right up on it.
Alyssa, as you put your pendant right up on it, the blinking dot is solid, and it's just a continuous beep.
This is Dalton's ring.
Oh no.
Damn it. So
Well, then he'll want it returned to him when we find him. And I break open the case and I take it.
We've been following just his ring.
Maybe it'll also beep when we get closer to his physical body as well. I mean, who knows?
No, because I had it set to
Dalton.
to Dalton's ring. It didn't work when I tried to make it for a person. It had to be for an object. So I figured he'd have to be with his ring, but now I know it's wrong. So I don't know what to change it to. They could have taken anything off Dalton.
Can you change it to, like, Dalton's filling or something? Or
I don't have fillings.
Okay, whatever. Dalton's perfect teeth aren't going to help us.
I'm looking for Dalton's perfect teeth. Locate object.
You've never had a cavity?
What?
You've never had a cavity?
Mm-mm.
Are you serious? What the hell,
Yeah.
dude?
I've never either.
I have 3 right now.
Just today.
I really do.
All right, well, I don't know what else to do. We don't know what else would be on Dalton's person now that he's probably changed outfits like we have.
Dalton, when I met my familiar,
Your patron.
My
Your
patron.
god.
Do
Yeah,
I-
not your patron, your god.
sorry, yeah, my patron god, do I recall seeing an item that she had on her? Like, was she wearing a necklace? Was she wearing anything that I could do? Because I remember her telling us that she was near Dalton.
Give me a...
Like a history?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, give me a history check.
To, like, recall
For memory.
yeah, give me a history check.
15.
Yes. So you think back to your interaction with Princess Razzmatazz, and you remember seeing a necklace that she wore that was very similar to the pendant that you carry.
Okay, guys, hold on. I have an idea. And I close my eyes real tight, and I think on that image. I think on that image really hard. Razzles still has her necklace on her. When I got to meet her in my dream, she was wearing a necklace, and she told me that she was wherever they were keeping Dalton. So if we find her, we find Dalton.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me.
As you finish that train of thought, you imbue your pendant with energy, and it begins once again, just like it has before, to beep. Slow and steady.
Oh, it's slower.
Okay, but we have a new target. We're on the right target this time.
Unless they took the necklace as a trophy.
Maybe, but... I mean, if they took it as a trophy, wouldn't it be in this room with all the other necklaces that I just stole? No.
That's
I mean,
true.
it's not here, so...
Your giant bag would definitely be beeping.
Well, Dalton's going to be really pleased that we give his ring back to him.
Yeah.
So this was all for something still. And, I don't know, where do we go from here?
Let's keep moving and see
Yeah.
if the beeps change.
I send my eyeball into the next room, Dalton.
Cool. To the opposite side of the hallway, so the right location instead of the left. That you're
Whatever's a new door.
Yeah, so
Yep,
there's nothing else. There's no other doors in this room.
Yeah, no, it's just this one displayed kind of trophy case area. Mike, if you send your clairvoyance eye to the opposite end of the hallway and go the right direction, you come into this lavish, almost sitting parlor. There is a roaring fireplace that gives off this kind of amber glow. There are these 2 huge wingback chairs that their backs are facing towards you, and you can see that there's someone sitting in one of them, but you can't tell from this angle who it is. The other thing that stands out to you as odd is there are darkly colored, almost rust-looking spots staining the stone floor.
Okay, guys,
What?
the eyeball sees a room with some chairs in it, and somebody's in the chair. And I
Okay.
think they're surrounded by pools of dried blood.
So it could be the killer?
It could be. I don't know. I don't know exactly how this works. Do you think... I think only I can see the eyeball. So maybe I can...
I don't know. Bring it back. Let me see if I can see it.
I bring it... it's been in front of you. Have you not seen the eyeball?
I haven't noticed it, no.
I don't see
You
anything.
haven't noticed? It's a giant eyeball
I don't see anything, dude.
with no eyelids.
That sounds creepy.
And it's been around us a lot.
I
won't
believe
see
you.
it.
I've
Okay.
honestly,
Just
I've been pretending to see it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's kind of like your butler
before
guy.
to use it on the goblins.
So you haven't seen it.
No. Dalton, can we see it?
No, Mike is the only one who can see the eyeball.
No.
I rotate the eyeball around to view the face of the shadowy figure in the wingback chair.
You reposition the eyeball to face the front of the wingback chair, and you immediately recognize the drow wizard Nesnar dead, sitting in that chair.
And now what? Wait, what's that? An incoming transmission from a strange new world. From planet Earth. This transmission comes from a real-life sponsor.
Hello, I'm comedian, actor, and co-host of Dungeon Radio Hour, Michael Adair, and I'm here to promote Mini Worlds Tavern, an online coffee and tea company. Mini Worlds Tavern, they provide coffee for game night and tea for the tabletop. And why we've chosen to partner with this particular vendor is because we really think they're doing something special. I don't know about you, but after a long day of adventuring at the tabletop, I need me some coffee or some tea. You know what I'm saying? No, but for real, we all need some caffeine after that 2 p.m. lull. You've been at the tabletop all day, you need your player's alert, you need your dungeon master alert, and Many Worlds Tavern has the goods. They provide delicious coffees and teas, some of which we've tried. For example, the Spice Sands Masala Chai, delicious, high caffeine content, and they do fun things, like they give you limited edition stickers, homebrew D&D 5e magic item or spell card, a full set of dice. Starting in November, they're giving some of those things away, along with 2 limited offerings, a monthly rotating single origin coffee called Treasured Realm, and a monthly loose leaf tea and herbal series called Fabled Foliage. There are only 1,000 bags of each that become available on the 1st of each month, so you'll expect to find some goodies like that come with your order. And for every bag that you buy, $1 is donated to a gaming-related nonprofit as part of their Giving Back program, which, I don't know about you, but that is very generous, and that tells me my money's going to a good place. So we continue to support Many Worlds Tavern. Check out their website right now, ManyWorldsTavern.com. Have yourself a Merry Gamesmas.
Now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Guys, it's Nesnar. I say that and my eyes are like all white and glowing because I'm casting a spell that lets me see into other shit. So by the way, it looks cool. But when I say it, so imagine that when I'm saying this. Guys, it's Nesnar. And he's dead.
What?
Nesnar's dead in the other room. Come on.
Is he alone? Yeah.
Yes!
Let's
He is
sneak in
affirmatively
just in
yes, because
case.
I can see the room.
Let's sneak in just in
Okay.
case. I trust you, but sneakies just in case.
No, Andrew's right. I wanted to run, but yes. Okay, let's just sneak. I pull out 2 daggers, and I just go sneaking over there.
Everybody give me a self check, or Alissa give me a self check since you're the one who said that you were sneaking.
Well, Andrew said 2.
I'm going to follow behind,
Okay.
also
All right.
sneaking.
Everybody give me a stealth check.
I got a 17.
Oh, also, hey, just so you guys know, right now for sneaking, little bardic inspiration, and I twinkle my fingies.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Andrew, you look
buddy.
handsome today. Alyssa, you don't need to wipe. You smell great.
Thank you.
A couple of compliments for you, a little bardic inspiration.
I don't know how I feel
Thanks,
about
buddy.
that, but it brought me up to a 10.
I almost spit my water all over my microphone.
All right, well, I rolled a 3. I rolled a 3.
So, Alissa and Andrew, you successfully are able to sneak forward going into this next room. And the entire time, Mike is walking normally behind you, yelling compliments at you, completely shattering any type of sneaky advantage that you would possibly have.
Beautiful.
But as you enter into this room, you see it as I described to Mike. It's this lush, lavish sitting parlor. There's a huge roaring fireplace. There are these 2 wingback chairs. One has a pool of dried blood underneath it. And in that chair sits Nesnar, the drow wizard.
Wait, can we act it out? You start just doing compliments.
Oh, sure. And by the way, Andrew, like your teeth.
Mike! We're trying to be sneak now.
I'm just
I
trying to
appreciate it.
compliment my friends. Alyssa, nice ass. Okay, now I'm
It
quiet.
didn't need to be said right now.
How's my
Didn't need
ass?
to be said right now, babe.
Your ass is pretty good. For a man,
Yeah, thank you.
Pretty
thank
good.
you.
a lot of men's asses are like tight,
Inside voices, babe.
indented
Inside.
ass cheeks.
I don't wear
No,
clothing
sorry.
that shows it off, so no one
A
knows.
lot of men's asses are tight.
Oh, wait, okay.
No, so we see Nesnar? Are we in?
Hell yeah, we're in.
Dalton,
I see it.
I see him. I want to examine his body and see how he died.
Cool. You examine his body. Give me a medicine check.
15.
Now give me an Arcana check with advantage.
With advantage?
Nice.
I hope at the end of this, Dalton's just like he's been stabbed. Go through all these checks.
17.
Cool. You can see these like black kind of spidery veins up and down Nesnar's arms and across his chest and coming up into his neck and into his temples. And you can tell that it's some sort of necrotic magic that has done this
Okay, guys.
drow in.
Okay, guys, I'm not going to lie. The other time we saw a body with that black stuff, I sort of thought it was Nesnar doing that.
But Gertie told us it was definitely a spider staff. Do you
Right.
think someone used his staff against him?
And then put it away? Mike, you said you have the spider,
And
right?
then took it as a trophy.
Oh, I took the spider off the top here. I hold out the spider.
Let's match the marks.
Yeah, let's see if it's got blood on it.
Dalton, can I examine the spider for blood?
The head of the spider staff, did you take it with you?
I took it with me. I unscrewed it from the top.
We took the trophy as
Like
a
a hood
trophy.
ornament.
Give me an investigation.
Okay, hold on. Let's see here. No, fuck.
Take it.
All right, I roll in that one.
Yeah, no.
Oh no.
Mike, you pick up the head of the spider staff, and it's a little dark in this room, so you take it over towards the fireplace to try and get a better idea,
Oh, no.
a better look at it in the light, and you slip. And you just watch as it falls down into the flames and immediately begins to smoke.
Hold on. Gotta make a slip noise. Oopsies!
Mike!
Dude.
I'm sorry, you guys. There's blood on the
That
floor,
was the
though.
potential murder
Remember the
weapon.
blood? It's not all me. It's kind of the blood's
dry.
fault. Sorry about it.
Well,
I'm
we know
sorry, guys.
someone used his old tricks against him. However they did it. Whichever spider they did it with.
It's still very likely.
Someone betrayed Nesnar. That's what I'm getting from this.
Well, maybe we can get some other clues on who did it. Dalton, what else do we see in the room?
Yeah, so as you look around in the room, you see 6 stone busts on that back wall where the door is. So, like, as you came in, you wouldn't have saw them unless you had turned around and really looked. And 5 of them are crumbled into dust, like someone has purposely smashed them. But one of them is left intact. Everybody give me a history check.
3.
History.
Whatever it is, I'm going to take it.
I got 13 modified.
All right.
Okay.
16.
Andrew, you think the bust looks like George Washington. Alissa, you can't tell who it's supposed to be. But Mike, you get a sense that it looks very familiar to the portrait or the portraits of the old man that you saw when you first entered into this level of the dungeon.
Having discovered this, I'm hunched over, narrowing my eyes. I'm petting my magical eyeball, just kind of looking at the bust. And I'm like, guys. This guy? Recognize him? He's the same guy from the fucking painting we saw earlier.
George Washington. Yeah.
That one that was also dead from the spider
Yeah.
bite?
The one that was also dead from the
And
spider
you had all those
bite.
copies in the crypt?
Yes.
Science
No.
lab. Yeah.
No.
Oh, not that one?
No, no.
Hold on.
The
Can I say it? Because I'm having the memory.
That's fair.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
who was it? Where was it?
So
I want to say it, but also tell me what it is.
at the beginning of last episode, you guys came off of the elevator, walked into this hallway. There were portraits that were like torn and ripped,
Remember?
and each one depicted this like old man doing like these mundane tasks.
Oh, I just assumed it
Okay,
was the same
jumping
one.
back into
Okay.
the scene. When we got to the top of the elevator, we got off the dumbwaiter, there was those fucking paintings of the guy doing various things. You know, all those mundane things. We thought it was weird that the paintings were so mundane.
Okay.
Yeah, the
That
ones
guy,
were
the guy in that
slashed.
paintings.
He
Yeah.
looks like George
Yeah,
Washington for sure. Yeah.
He
yeah.
does look, I'll give it to I was going to say the guy on the Quaker oatmeal.
Yeah.
But, yeah, also George Washington.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
kind of the same to me.
The one who thought touching yourself was a sin.
Yes.
Yes. It's all coming together.
So, it's that guy, and is there a name placard on the bust?
Yes, it reads the Mad Mage.
The Mad Mage. Guys, this is the Mad Mage! The Mage! Who's
What?
that?
The one that was mentioned as being a mad mage?
The Mad Mage. The
I'm a
one...
little starstruck.
Not the mage that's mad about
I
it.
don't
I've heard
know.
a lot about this guy.
I thought it might have been mad like Mad Hatter, but he could also be maybe he has a mood disorder.
true.
Maybe
Okay,
he's bipolar
obviously,
2
he
or
wanted
something.
to kill the other bust guys, so he killed them. He killed Nesnar with his own staff, and he left his bust untouched because he's mad. Makes sense.
Dalton, I mean, obviously the actual busts have been destroyed, but do the placards remain underneath the other ones?
They do. The placards remain underneath, and each one reads the Mad Mage.
Huh. So it's a title.
Oh, I was gonna say it's quintuplets or something. But yeah, it's a title. It's a title.
They're all mad.
So these dusted ones are past mad mages, and this guy is the current mad mage?
Okay.
And maybe Nesnar was encroaching on that. Maybe he wanted to be the next one.
Dalton, is
I don't
there
know.
anything? No, that's a good theory. I like that.
No, it's stupid.
No, I think
No,
you're right.
hey.
No, it's not stupid. It's not. It's a
You
good
think?
theory, and it has
There
merit.
are no stupid theories.
Thank you. Only stupid people.
Yeah.
Wow.
I look around the room. Dalton, are there any portraits in this room?
There are no portraits in this room.
Any other decor? Anything else of note?
Nothing that stands out.
All right, guys, I'm getting more
Is
and
there
more
a
nervous.
water pitcher? Is there a water or just a glass of water? I'm parched. Is there
There is not a glass of water, but you do notice on the just to the side of the fireplace there is a decanter of a dark-colored liquid with 2 glasses beside it.
I'm gonna pour a couple of glasses. Hey guys, remember when I said shots were on me? Guess what? That promise,
You never
I'm keeping
said
it
that.
right now. Shots
Okay.
are on me.
All right. I believe
Let's
you
go
paid
ahead.
for those.
It looks like this is some Concord grape juice or something. I'm gonna
Give it a
guess.
smell.
It's really dark.
Give it a sniff.
What does it smell like, Dalton?
It smells like freshly cut grass with a hint of gasoline.
Ooh, okay, guys. I'm getting some.
Moonshine.
It's natural smells. Gas, grass,
Ooh.
maybe even ass. There's
Oh, it's an IPA. Okay, I'll have a
It's
little
a
bit.
beautiful melange of scents, and I don't care. I'm just really thirsty. Let's just knock it back, see what happens.
Won't be partaking,
Yeah.
but go for it.
I take a tiny
Drink the
sip
strange
now that
liquid.
nobody else is
Wait,
doing it.
cheers me, dude.
I'll cheers
You
you.
gonna drink without me, bro? Okay.
I would never drink without you. That's why I offered you the shot. Here you go, brother.
Thank you. Alyssa. Come on.
Lips are closed.
All right. Clinky clink. What are we drinking to?
You know my rule, I don't drink strange liquids.
You know what? Let's drink to the death of our enemies. One down.
That guy, the bust.
Yeah.
His face. Look at his face. That's the face of the guy we're going to kill.
Yeah.
To killing him.
Let's drink to his death.
Yeah.
To killing him.
Cheers.
Over the lips, past the gums, look out tummy.
What has this world made of us?
Who's drinking? Is it Mike and Andrew? Are they the only two that are
It's
drinking?
just us two.
Okay. I need both of you to roll a D100.
You got it, buddy. No, this doesn't sound good. All right.
You're just the one.
16.
Andrew, you said 16.
60.
60.
So Andrew 16, Mike 60.
Yes.
All right. So Andrew, as you drink the potion, you feel your tongue begin to twist and turn, and you get the sensation that it's like almost tying itself in knots, and you can now only speak in rhyme.
Son of a bitch. That was delicious. Do you guys want to go get some fishes? Why did I say that? I don't like fish, but it'd be nice on a dish. What the fuck is going on?
Andrew.
Michael.
Amazon.
What?
Get out of here. Every time I say a new sentence, I have to keep going. I better get a plane. Hope it's Boeing.
I don't think your sentences are going to make sense for a while, bud.
Yeah, you're speaking nonsense. Mike, don't drink it.
I already drank it, but I didn't drink a lot of it, just a couple sips.
Mike, all of your inner thoughts are audibly heard.
This is why you don't drink weird liquids that you just find in a room.
Sometimes I wonder if the farts that come out that aren't loud smell worse.
Why would you say that out
Guys, did you just hear that?
Did we just hear you say that out loud?
Nice.
Okay, I don't know what's going
That was
on with
good.
you, and I don't know what's going on with you, but I'm just gonna keep moving forward.
I'm
and hope
gonna.
you guys
You keep moving
sort this
forward,
out.
and I'm gonna
All right.
stay right here, and I'm gonna look
Tonight.
through Nesnar's pockets. Dalton, what's on Nesnar's person?
Cool. You look through Nesnar's pockets and you find not really anything of note except for one cracked ruby.
Okay. That does not bode well, guys. Got a cracked ruby here.
A cracked ruby? That's what we found in Arnold's boobie. Right?
No,
Good. That
No.
was
No. I'm just trying to think of what I'm gonna say to that.
it's not wrong.
It's
that
exactly
was
right.
good.
And no, it was a good rhyme. You know what? Andrew's rhymes, they could be better. Oh shit, people can hear me.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I love the actor Andy Serkis. That was a slant rhyme.
I think aloud because everybody can hear my thoughts. I too love the actor Andy Serkis. Well, guys, got a cracked ruby here. Shouldn't devalue the ruby as far as I'm concerned, so gonna go ahead and put that in my pocket so we can sell it later, eh?
Wait, Dalton, so where did we find this?
So you found the cracked ruby in Nesnar's pocket, and you also found a little slip of paper. And when you unfurl it or unroll it, it reads off, "Our plans are almost complete. Just one or two more loose ends to tie up. Meet me at the shop. I'll explain later." Or I'll explain there. And then it's signed Honora.
Honora.
A couple of loose ends. Was Nesnar the loose end that she had to tie up? I mean, we heard the thing that they were fighting in her
But it was in
store.
his pocket. Why would he keep his own death letter
Yeah, why would she leave it?
and not sock it?
Well, maybe it was a trap to bring him to the shop.
But we were just there. We didn't see anything strange.
Sometimes I think Alissa makes no fucking sense at all.
Hey, man, I don't hear you coming up with ideas.
That was a thought. You can't get mad at me for what I think in
I
my
can't
head.
get mad at you. We're married. That's exactly the rule.
That's just a thought. It's just a sigh.
Just the side.
Well, guys, we've spent a long time in this room. Alissa, I recommend, try the drink. See what it does to you. Just kind of fun.
Never.
Andrew rhymes more.
You can get a fun. Is that what I'm doing? My mouth goes. I say one thing and my mouth starts saying another. And I really miss my dad and my mother.
Yeah, you got like a Shakespeare spell on you or something.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Don't love cats.
Yeah. And you didn't change much. You mostly talk your thoughts anyway.
I take offense to that. And that was a thought. And I don't like that you can hear it. But, all right, fair enough. Let's go to the next room.
All right, so as you guys leave through this right hallway and you come back towards the center, and as you start walking towards the center, Alissa, the beeping on your pendant does start to get faster. And you come out into this huge open chasm. And on the other side of this giant open chasm is this 3-story stone tower that rises up out of the middle of this giant open space. And separating you in this giant open space is this long, narrow walkway. And the walkway is almost kind of glowing with this faint yellow hue. And as you get closer to it, you realize that this walkway is made of glass. And underneath the glass,
I watch Squid Games. I don't like this.
is this yellow, bubbling, almost acidic liquid.
Okay, who wants to go first over the scary bridge of death?
I think Nesnar does. And I take Nesnar's body.
And throw it?
Did you bring it with you?
Oh, no, I didn't bring it with me. I go back into the room. I fireman carry Nesnar's body over here. And I just tote him over to the bridge over the weird bubbling yellow liquid. Because it scares me, and Nesnar's going first. So, strength
All
check.
right, so No, not a strength check. I'll let you carry him. So it's a 3x9. So 3 squares, left, center, right, 9 long. So Nesnar can take the first square. Michael, left, center, or right?
I lay him horizontally, so he's over all 3.
I'll allow it. I'll allow
Let
it.
me know. All right, hey.
Pretty good.
All right,
Yeah.
so you lay Nesnar across all 3, and you watch as the middle of his body stays solid on that glass pane, but the glass on the left and the right immediately break at the contact of the weight and the pressure that his body makes as his upper half of his torso and his legs sink down into this sulfuric yellow acid, and it begins to bubble and melt and smoke, and the scent of burning flesh is all that you can smell.
Why? Why would this be the way to get to your prison?
I have to say, it's a little convoluted.
Why?
I wouldn't do this. You know,
I wouldn't try to escape this prison.
Just lock it.
Did you say just
I guess
lock
that's
it?
true.
Just lock the prison.
I like, yeah.
It's a really
I like
good
a lock.
point. Hopefully
Nice,
they do that
deep
too.
steel door. Nice lock.
Well, guys, let's skippity-doo-dah over the boiling lake of acid.
Absolutely. Did you want to lead the charge, or I mean, I did do.
I think let's draw some straws or something for that.
All right, Dalton, I reach into my pocket, and as I'm doing that, I'm magic illusioning 3 straws. I'm minor illusioning 3 straws. Pull it out.
Do so.
Here you
Do
go,
so.
bud. Absolutely. Andrew, and because you're my best friend in the world, also Alyssa's my best friend in the world, I'm going to draw last. You go ahead and draw first. Go ahead.
Can I touch your minor illusion?
Andrew, as you go to touch his minor illusion and you go to pick up one of the straws, your fingers go right through it.
Oh my god, are these straws magic? Sorry, guys, wrong pocket.
Wait.
Where are my regular real straws?
Wait, Mike.
Hold on.
Go back to the that you love us both equally. Who do you love more? Let's hear those inner thoughts.
Oh god, there's no thought going on, wouldn't you know? Anyway, I must have left my real straws back at my apartment. I'm so sorry. Egg on my face. You know what? If anybody got a coin they want to flip, we could do that.
Three-sided
you're- We're
We'll
making
flip it 6 times.
we're
How
making
about
a
that?
choice of who's gonna
smartass?
die going first. No, Dalton.
Help! How will flipping it
Best
more
out
times?
of 2, 1 for each of us, okay? Don't ever question my logic.
Dalton, are there any rocks about?
You look around and you don't find rocks, but you do find bits of this like white organic material, and as you go and pick it up, you realize that this is bone.
Okay.
Don't like that. I take a femur. Hey.
Hey, that's
I
my
take a
thing.
femur and I go and I start kind of hammering the stable glass.
Okay.
And I start kind of hammering it, giving it a bit to see, like, does a pretty decent hit still not break it? I mean, I'm assuming it won't because it's holding a whole person, so it's obviously strong enough.
So you go up to that center pane of glass, and you kind of have to like push to the side this like bubbling gloop of a person that Nesnar used to be.
Oh, I push him the rest
And-
of the way in.
Yeah, the rest of it just kind of falls into the acid.
Hi,
And
Nesnar.
you take that femur and you hammer pretty hard onto that glass pane, and it is solid.
All right, so
And then
this is good glass. It's tempered,
It's good,
obviously, in a
obviously.
factory. Really well made, sturdy. Alyssa,
Sturdy
go
glass.
ahead. Walk
So,
to the next one.
I'm
and
gonna
just
walk
No,
on-
to the nice one, and then tip tap tap.
Exactly. I was about to do that.
I know you
Your little
were.
inner thoughts are
Wait
getting
a
in the way.
second, guys. I pull out my water bow and I just start shooting every single square that is on this path until the only ones left are the good ones.
All right, so Andrew, you do so. You pull out your water bow and you pull your stream back as this arrow of pure water begins to form against the bowstring, and as you let it loose, all 3 of you watch as it begins to form into an icy shard mid-air, and as it makes contact with the glass panes one by one, Andrew shatters them all until only the solid panes of glass are left.
Andrew, what if the strong ones couldn't have handled it?
I fire my last arrow. That's a good point. Didn't think of that. But, Dalton, do we have some semblance of a walkway now?
You do. So
They're just all the middle.
They're just all.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
It's just a straight path.
I love it.
So the funny thing is that it is straight up through the middle.
Oh, you fucking brick.
You know what? There's a good chance. There's a good chance that some of these are gonna drop. But this is my stupid idea. I'll go first. And
Okay.
if I die, tell Laura I died in a vat of acid and it hurt a lot and I was in pain. And it, from my point of view, it took forever.
If we survive and Laura hasn't divorced you when we get back home, we will tell her.
Okay.
Good luck, dude.
All right.
I love you.
And I walk down the path of glass.
Cool. Andrew, give me a dexterity check with anxiety.
With
With
anxiety?
anxiety?
So is that disadvantage?
I guess so.
Or like a -1?
No, so you timidly take a step forward, and once you realize after the first couple of panes of glass that it is going to be a solid walkway and it's not going to fall through, by the time you get to that third or fourth pane, you walk with confidence the rest of the way and you make it to the other side.
Guys, it's totally safe. You guys should go together at the same time on each pane.
Why?
I don't know.
Why risk?
To raise the stakes.
Why tempt fate? No, I'm gonna walk confidently ahead.
Me and Eyeball, we're going to bring up the rear.
Ew.
And you know what? I get kind of cocky about it. I moonwalk like halfway through. I switch to moonwalk. I moonwalk all the way to the end.
Ridiculous.
And then I give Eyeball a high five at the end.
Give me a performance check.
We also uploaded a video of Mike's best moonwalk to the Instagram, so check that out.
No, don't do it. I don't know. All right, we did it.
Guess what?
All right, a nice performance check. And wouldn't you know it, I'm proficient in performance. So that was a 26 modified.
Cool. You all watch as Mike takes a couple of steps on that pane of glass, and then with this grace that none of you knew he possessed, flips it around and then moonwalks the rest of the way so efficiently it would make Michael Jackson jealous.
Golf clap. Good job.
That was awesome, dude.
As the three of you have made your way across the acidic pit, you turn and see these giant black obsidian double doors barring you from entry inside the tower. And as you approach, they slowly creak open, beckoning you to come inside.
Hold hands.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Nesnar dead? Some might even say murdered. But by who? And now the beeping of Alissa's amulet beckons them towards a foreboding tower across a path of acid? Looks like things are finally starting to get good. Join us in the new year as our new episode drops on January 9th. In the meantime, we want to give a special shout out to all of our patrons and appreciate your continued support for the show. If you want to be a part of this amazing group of humans, then consider becoming a patron yourself by heading to www.patreon.com/DungeonRadioHour. Until next time, keep the volume up, the dial tuned in, and always say yes to adventure. Bye for now, kids.
Oh, that's right. We ended last episode with our fucking
Oh,
song.
yeah. That we
Which
did
I have-
4 takes.
Which I
did.
continued singing the rest of the night on my own. I don't
remember
remember how
either.
it went anymore, but I remember I was jamming all night.
I remember after we were done, it was kind of going on in my head, too. And then I had, like,
We finally hit like a catchy.
They were
our
bad.
first few were just random.
The first
and then
few
we got
were
like
terrible.
an actual tune.
I did a 5th take in my head after, too. I can't remember what it was. I think it was...
Yeah.
Mike and Andrew together again. They're best friends. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't get to record
Yeah.
it.
It's solid.
Yeah.
That's why we're songwriters.
The new season of Roll Gay Roleplay uncovers the mysteries of Soul Quest City. This comedy fiction story follows 4 detectives. Bay,
Let's go kill somebody.
Linspector St. Tit,
Obviously, I am a man of sophisticated cigarette taste.
Rux Baldacchino,
Hey, did you say hot dog? Make sure they're, like, regular hot dogs, no ketchup.
and Zastasha Felzar.
Hashtag live, laugh, love. Hashtag tentacle. Hashtag bailing you out.
As they search for clues and unlock secrets, one client at a time. Season 5 of Roll Gay Roleplay is available now on your preferred podcast platform.